My name is Seannah. Oh my gosh. Greetings from Phoenix, soon to be Las Vegas. And my title is I Will Build with Gentleness. Sisters, who here wants to be gentle? Who would say that they're gentle as a characteristic right now? Would you guys say you're gentle? Why not? Gentleness is awesome. It's a fruit of the Spirit. And so we should all raise our hand. We're all gentle. We should be. We should exemplify that. Gentleness is not just a personality trait. It is an actual fruit of the Spirit. We should all be gentle. Gentleness is tied very closely to humility as well. And if you look up in the Greek, it means mildness of disposition, gentleness of spirit, and meekness. So mildness of disposition. So this is more so the outward portion, right? So this is the first thing we think of gentleness, right? It's the way you carry yourself, right? It's a calmness. It's a kind nature. You're usually at peace. And I think of Teresa Hamblin, if I think about that. And then meekness. Meekness is really the heart, the state of gentleness. It's really a humble and submissive spirit, knowing that God is in complete control. So if you're gentle, you have both of these. You have an outward calmness of spirit, but you're also meek at heart. And so let's talk a little bit more about the heart and mindset of gentleness. It says in, oh my goodness, I didn't write down the scripture, but let me just read it, okay? Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be of that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. For this is the way the holy women of the past who put their hope in God used to adorn themselves. They submitted themselves to their own husbands, like Sarah, who obeyed Abraham and called him her Lord. You are her daughters if you do what is right and do not give way to fear. So this is an awesome scripture that we all know, right? And we all want in our lives. We all want to be that gentle and quiet spirit. But when you think about Sarah, I don't always think of her as a gentle and quiet spirit, right? She wasn't always that way. You know, if you think about her story, she was someone that was barren. She did not have children, and she really, really wanted children. And so she took it upon her own hands to try to control the situation. She wanted to have children so bad that she gave her slave to her husband to marry so that she could have children through her. And so this was a disaster, right? We know the story does not end well, right? She was so mad at her husband, she blamed him. And then she blamed her, and then she mistreated her so badly that she wanted to run away. Right? So when regards to gentleness, we lose gentleness when we try to take control of our lives. When we lose that meekness of heart, we are no longer gentle, and our heart starts to come out and defile many. So ladies, how do you respond to crisis and hardships in your lives? Is it with a complete submission to God, to his plan, and does it transcend a gentle and quiet spirit? It's so much harder to be gentle during the storms in our lives, right? We could say we're so gentle, but then when we go through hardship, we're like lashing out at God and at each other, right? So when we take control of our lives, just like Sarah, we mess up our lives and we defile everyone around us. So we have to really be careful. It's hard to be gentle through the storm. And so the challenge really is to be in complete submission to God this year. This will give way to a gentle and quiet spirit. If you know that God is in control of every situation, you won't get upset with that sister who misunderstood you, right? Sometimes when we are accused of things, we want to bite back and not have the right heart. But if you know that God knows your deeds and you did what was right, then you won't be mad. You'll say things gently to your sister. If you know that God is in control of every situation, you'll trust God's plan for your life, and you won't try to fight his timing on things. So let's continue to build God's kingdom with gentleness. Let's be gentle and kind with each other. Let's be gentle with the people that mentor us. And let's definitely be gentle with our husbands and our co-leaders. I love you guys so much.